Launching an IPO is a very tedious and vast process. However, we have simplified the flow just for an easy understanding. The steps which we are going to discuss are most general steps involved in the life cycle of an IPO. Real-life processing steps are much more complicated and detailed. Step 1 begins at the end of issuer company or a firm which is willing to come up with an IPO. At this pre-IPO stage, company makes 3 major decisions of appointing lead manager, registrar for a public issue, and syndicate member, which could be same as that of lead manager as well. All these parties are discussed in details in our preceding release. You may click on I button to watch the same where we had highlighted different parties to IPO process.
At Step 2, lead managers conducts the roadshows and also prepare draft documents which once finalized are sent for regulatory approvals to Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI.
Then comes most crucial step, where regulator reviews the draft offer documents submitted by lead manager on behalf of issuer company, seek clarity, if required, to get assurance on authentication of details and on satisfaction of all clarification approves of draft offer document, which is now called as offer document.
At Step 4, lead manager submits the offer documents to exchanges and registrar to seek their approval. They also decide the dates and price bands of an IPO in consultation with issuer company. They also modify the requisite details in offer document, which is now gets known as red herring prospectus, RHP. It is lead manager's duty to print and post RHP and application forms to syndicate members. Often it is debated that prices are not included in RHP, which is true. In book building, IPOs prices are determined at the end of IPO period only, thus only price band is included in prospectus, which is misunderstood by many as prices. Stay tuned for our next release where we will discuss what is book building IPO.
Now comes a stage which is keenly watched and participated by common investors like you and me. At this step, issue gets opened for bidding where investors majorly opt for digital journeys these days. Syndicate members provide the bidding information to registrar along with exchanges, and they update it on real-time basis as per investor categories. For offline mode of bidding, syndicate members collect the forms and send it to registrar of the issue.
Then comes another important responsibility of lead manager, who evaluates number of times IPO getting oversubscription, total bids received, and decides on final issue price and get it updated in red herring prospectus.
As the IPO inches towards its conclusion, role of registrar initiates, where it collects data of all application forms, payment details, checks, etc. from syndicate members. Feed data and additional details from applications, if any, on the computer system and sends the check for clearances. During this process, all bogus or non-valid application gets removed from system and final basis of allocation gets prepared. Registrar also initiates the process of crediting shares in demat account for successful applications and refunding the money for non-successful application.
On completion of share credit process against successful bids, lead managers with the help of stock exchanges get stock listed as per listing date. Isn't this all interesting? We hope you are enjoying this journey of exploring newer things on IPO with us. Please do share your feedback and share your support by subscribing to our channel. We will see you soon in our next video on different types of IPOs, namely, book building IPO and fixed price issue, so stay connected.